Hi, here you will find the tutorial that will guide you through the construction of the Geogebra file. First of all, you go to the Google search bar and you write geogebra.org, and then you choose the classic version. Immediately three or two windows will appear. If you don't have the window of the spreadsheet, then you go to the menu and you choose visualització, and then you choose the full de càlcul. In the spreadsheet we go to the first cell and then we write velocity in kilometers per hour. In the just below, in the second cell, we write 0. After that we write 10. We take the two cells and we drag with the plus sign over the cells we want to fill. In the second column we'll put the following distance in meters. Now in the B2 cell we'll put the formula for the Dutch model. Remember the Dutch model, the following distance was the velocity divided by 2. Again we have to drag with the plus sign over all the cells we want to fill. After that we have to indicate the Geogebra file that these are the points we want to represent, and to do this we have to write the coordinates. It is the parentheses, then the x value, a comma, and then the y value, and we close the parentheses.
You will probably see just one point now. This is because the scale of the graph is not the one we need. To change this, you need to go to the menu and change the scale of the axis. Once you see all the points in your screen, the next thing you want to do is to select them, go to its properties, and hide the label, and probably change the color too. Once you've done this, just close the window and you move on to the next model, which is the Dutch model, which is the Spanish model. Write down the title of it and the formula. The formula, remember, is the velocity squared divided by 100, or which is the same, the velocity divided by 10, all of it squared. You drag again to get all the values, and then you express them as a point. Remember parentheses, first column, which is the x-axis, and followed by the D column, which is the values for the Spain model. Drag again, and then you will see that only some points appear. You need to resize again the y-axis in order to see them all. Change the color again, use a different color now to be able to recognize the difference in the two models, and resize it. Now you want to add a tag to every series of points, indicating the series which corresponds to. To do that, you go to the menu and you select the text utility and you write down the name of it. Once we have the point representation, we move on to the algebraic representation. You need to go to the algebraic window and write down the continuous formula which represents the models. We start with the Dutch model, which is the velocity divided by 2. You will see the representation straightforward. You need to go and change the color of it so it corresponds to the one you used before. And once you have it, you move to the Spanish model. The Spanish model formula is velocity, which is represented by x squared divided by 100. Be careful because you need to click the right arrow just next to the squared, because it will stay in the exponent, the 100, and that's not what we want. We need it in the whole formula.
We have finished the representation of the two models in form of table, discontinue and continuous form, and now it's time for the interpretations, the mathematical and the physical interpretations.